Assalamu alaikum to all students. Today we will discuss about lecture number 13. Before going to lecture number 13, we will discuss about lecture number 12. In lecture number 12, we discussed about radio, the functioning of radio, how radio transmit data from transmission mode, and how we can receive data for radio. I also discussed about television. So let's start about radio. At the radio station, microphone converts the sound waves into electrical signals. The frequency and amplitude of these electrical signals vary in accordance with the sound waves. ठीक है? I told you about the working of radio. Here a block diagram is shown. Block diagram of radio transmitter. You can see that here is microphone that convert the audio frequency into electrical signals and then transmitted to antenna. ठीक है? Transmitted to modulator. There are audio frequency waves and then converted into high frequency carriers. Okay, and then these high frequency carriers, you can also say to it radio frequency waves will be changed into amplitude modulation. Okay, that is transmitted through the air, or you can say that is transmitted through the antenna. These electrical signals of audio range are then amplified by audio frequency amplifier. Supremmost our high frequency carrier, as you can see that I first told you that these audio frequency waves are supremosed into high frequency carrier. The resultant carrier waves is called modulative waves. This kind of waves, you can see that the resultant waves is called modulated waves. These modulated waves transmitted through the antennas. Okay, when these electromagnetic waves intercept by receiving antenna, they produce high frequency. When these modulated waves intercept by receiving antenna, okay, जहाँ से receiving antenna signal को catch करेगा, they produce high frequency electrical variation. These electrical variation produce high frequency voltage, RF voltage, okay, radio frequency voltage. These radio frequency voltage reach the input terminal of the radio, receive through the cable. ठीक है, वो जो मॉड्यूलेटिव वेव्स होंगी वो फर्स्ट दैट विल चेंज इनटू हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी वेव्स, रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी वेव्स. Okay, these radio frequency waves reach the input terminal through the cables. A radio receiver contains electronic circuits to process the incoming signal before it is reproduced. A radio receiver will change the incoming receiver into our sound. Okay, we can group these circuits as follows. For example, tuning circuits, radio frequency amplifier. Our first is RF amplifier or tuning circuit. Okay, radio frequency amplifier, and then detector, and then it is converted into audio amplifier, audio frequency detector. Okay, the tuned circuit of a receiver respond a particular RF signal. The tuned circuits of a receiver respond a particular radio frequency signal that catch radio frequency signal to which it is adjusted or tuned by the tuning knob. That is tuned by a tuning knob, that is a knob on the radio. Radio receivers and rejects other signal. The function of radio receiver is to receive just the signal of radio and drop all other signal that are useless. Okay. I also told you about televisions. Uh, the difference between radio and television is uh, we can transmit or produce visual information correspond to picture element. We can say the visual information corresponding to the picture element. A TV system, in addition to other electronic circuits, requires a camera tube and an image reproducing tube. A TV required are the two things, the main things for functioning a TV that are one is camera tube and second is image reproducing tube. Image reproducing tube. Okay, a camera tube is photoelectric tube that produces electrical signals corresponding to the visual information in a picture. Okay, a camera tube is a photoelectric tube that produces electrical signal corresponding to the visual information in a picture. That is a block diagram is shown to you of television transmitter. Camera and mic both are working on corresponding to each other. Mic will uh, change the audio signals. Okay, a camera tube corresponds to the microphone the at the broadcasting station and the picture tube corresponding to the loudspeaker at the receiver. Okay, our mic our audio the working of audio is same like as radio. Okay, our mic that will change your sound into electrical signals and camera and mic both are corresponding to each other. TV receiving and also diagram shown to you elementary block diagram of a TV receiver. TV receiver there also a receiving antenna intercept the waves from a TV. The video signals from a TV transmitter contains the information needed to reproduce the picture. A video receiver will receive the signals from the uh, fr- that is transmitted through the TV transmitter. Video signal after proper processing are then passed to the picture tube of a TV to reproduce the picture. As you can see from this, for receiving antenna will receive the signals from the TV transmitter and then uh, for proper process after for some processing that will change into video to produce the picture. Let's move towards today's lecture is lecture number 13 unit number 9 basic electronics. Today's lecture is about computers. A computer is an electronic device that processes data which is entered into it and gives out the result rapidly and precisely. The basic units of computer system are computer is an also electronic device, okay, that that is electronic device which is that any data which is entered into it give out result rapidly and more precisely. That are central processing unit, CPU, storage memory, storage or memory, for example RAM or ROM, input units, for example keyboard, mic, mouse, and etc. Output units. Okay, for example desktop, that is our output, and speaker. We enter data through inputs unit which converts the data into electrical pulses. We input data from input units which converts the data into electrical pulses. Input devices are keyboard, mouse, light, pens, scanners, etc. Electronic data is stored into the memory from where it is processed and instructed. Okay, we can put data from input devices and then stored into the memory or storage device. Central processing units, CPU, consist of control unit and arithmetic logic unit. Okay, control unit controls the overall working of the entire computer. Whether arithmetic and logic units carries out arithmetic and logic operation on the data. Output units give out required information. Output devices are monitor, printers, loudspeakers, etc. There are two types of storage memory used in a computer. One is primary storage and second is secondary storage. Primary storage are two types: read-only memory and uh, read and write memory. Okay, ROM and RAM. ROM is a permanent memory supplied by the manufacturer and contains all the necessary codes and instruction sets necessary to all activities the computer. Okay, ROM is a permanent memory. Whether RAM is a temporary memory. When turned on, it loads all the necessary software and the data before it runs. Okay, जो रैम है उसी वक्त data is working when all the loads necessary software the data before it runs. Secondary storage is a memory unit that user need to store data, instruction, and process data. Secondary memory is used to supplement the capacity of main memory. It provides large storage capacity. Different types of disk drives, and magnetic disks are in use. The most popular types of magnetic disks are interchangeable disks called the floppy disk and fixed disks called the hard disk. Okay, the storage devices that is the examples of ROM, floppy disks are and hard disks that are mostly used in our PC or in our computers. The main unit of computer system is the central processing unit. CPU of a modem CPU of a modern electronic machine computer contains one or more microprocessor. It is plugged on circuits board, interconnecting RAM and ROM along with the other components. Our CPU contains one or more microprocessor. ठीक है? It is plugged on circuit, interconnecting with RAM and ROM. RAM and ROM is also connected. This board is called as motherboard. Microprocessor. Microprocessor is a semiconductor chip consists of millions of components such as transistors, diodes, resistors. All these components form the internal circuitry of a microprocessor. A microprocessor contains CPU, control unit, arithmetic and logic units, amplify electrical. In the early days, digital circuits were designed using vacuum tubes. Later on, vacuum tubes were replaced by transistors. Okay, in the early days, in the past days, digital circuit was designed using vacuum tubes, and nowadays vacuum tubes are replaced by transistor circuits that could perform arithmetic operation and control operation were called central processing unit CPU. CPU is the brain of a computer. A microprocessor is a CPU which is constructed on a single silicon chip. Okay, microprocessor is constructed on a single silicon chip. A microprocessor chip contains thousands of circuits elements grown layer over layer on a silicon chip. The efficiency of a computer depends entirely upon the microprocessor. The working of computer depends upon microprocessor. Modern microprocessor contain millions of transistors and other circuits elements. They can process large amount of data at amazing speed. The camera uses a microprocessor to adjust the shutter speed and lens settings for the given condition. These easy to use automatic cameras have revolutionized the field of photography, putting it in reach of many people who can take professional quality photograph. Means that provides different functions of micro to our electronics field. Microprocessors are also used as controlling element in many other devices such as microwaves, ovens, office machines, mobile phones, games, machines, videotape recorder, and automatic washing machines, medical equipments, and thousands of other machines. Microprocessors